Healesville starter goes to the platform. The maiden sprint, 1,200 metres. All set. Ready at Healesville for the first. Field settles, he lets them go. They're racing this time. Uncle Bushy slow to begin. Showing early pace up along the inside. Another Revette will be one of the early leaders with driving through Voodoo Legend. Voodoo Legend leads another Revette settling down. A Universal Warrior third on the outside from Conceited Miss. Going around them wide was Roderick as they head towards the 900 metre mark. In behind them then settling back midfield was a Nembo's Gift. They're followed by further back on the inside came Classic Title. Over on its outside is Preneur. A length back then came Babaco, followed by back towards the rear of the field then came Concept as they work off the back straight. Up towards the 500 metre mark now they stride, and the leader is Voodoo Legend. Skipped away 3 or 4 in front. In second placing is another Revette on the inside there of Roderick, it's outer. They're followed by Conceited Miss. Further back then came Preneur, and at the head of the rest Universal Warrior, and wide on the track Uncle Bushy as they swing the home turn now, and Voodoo Legend will straighten up about 4 or 5 in front of another Revette. They're followed by Conceited Miss on the outside, and wider out came Preneur in the straight though, and Voodoo Legend still 2 or 3 in front. Another Revette raising an effort now on the outside, and right down the extreme outside Preneur joins in quickly. Preneur raced to the lead and got the first. Preneur by about 2 on the line. Another Revette got second. Conceited Miss third. In behind them then on the inside came Voodoo Legend. They're followed by Concept. Further back was Uncle Bushy. In behind them Classic Title. Then Babaco. Roderick knocked up with Universal Warrior, and it was one of the last in. Stand by for the placings on the first event. Come with a withering burst down the outside. This one Preneur.
Broadcast 379. Thank you.
Numbers are 3, 7 and 9. 3, 7 and 9. Number 3 Preneur was in now. All set for the second. Started going to the platform. Sovereign Sense the inside here. They're set for a start. Ready to go, he lets them go. They're racing this time. Moss Rock and El Quillo a little slow to begin. Blackenham won the start. Roman Lothario goes up on its outside to join it early. Sovereign Sense third. In behind them, No Bear, followed by Show Reef. They're followed by getting up along the inside then was River General. One off the fence was Glacial Stream as they work along the back. Making ground around the outside then came Phantom Red as they go along the back of the track. They're followed by El Quillo making up some ground. Further back in the field then was Moss Rock. Back towards the rear, Fearless Boy, and about 6 away last of all Don Moran. Along towards the 500 metre mark now they stride, and over on the inside Roman Lothario, and joining it up on the outside now is Show Reef as they come off the back. They're followed by Blackenham third, then Sovereign Sense. No Bear the outside, followed by River General. Then Phantom Red back at the head of the rest with Moss Rock and Glacial Stream as they're about to wheel the home turn. Straightening up now, and Roman Lothario down on the inside. Show Reef quickly goes to it. Blackenham coming at them 3 wide. Further back, Fearless Boy getting between runners. In the run home now, Blackenham on the outsides, joined in quickly from Show Reef. They're followed by River General from a long way back. Blackenham in front near the line. It's pulling out plenty. Blackenham gets home. Fearless Boy poked up on the inside to get second. Show Reef third. River General fourth. In behind them, Don Moran. Further back was Roman Lothario, Moss Rock. Wide out, Glacial Stream. In behind them then to pull up was No Bear. Followed by Phantom Red. Sovereign Sense pulled up there, followed by in behind them came El Quillo, and it was one of the last in. Stand by for numbers, race number 2. It is the journey, 11 3/4. They're set for a start. Ready, lets them go. They're racing this time. Standing there and missing it was Do Ray about 3 lengths. Coming away smartly, Tin Wall Gold. Hunting up on the inside, Paveway in the early stages. Tin Wall Gold will take over, settling down into stride. Paveway is second, Bayonet a third the inside. They're followed by, off around the outside came Sir Pike. Back in the centre then as they head along the back would have been Just Arcale. They're followed by Balkan Prince, Clarendon Street, and Do Ray back at the rear. Along the back they go. Tin Wall Gold the leader. Tin Wall Gold out by a length and a half in second placing Paveway. Bayonet to the inside of Ready Aim Fire. Then a length away came Sir Pike, followed by Just Arcale. Further back was Balkan Prince, followed by Satellite from the rear now Do Ray, and back at the rear is Clarendon Street. Around the turn they'll swing into the straight on the first occasion, and the leader is Tin Wall Gold. Second Ready Aim Fire, out wider on the track, Do Ray. They're followed by Sir Pike, Bayonetta. In behind them then on the rails came Paveway as they swing into the straight on the first occasion. Then came Just Kale. Further back was Balkan Prince and Clarendon Street back at the rear. Down past us they come the first time with over a lap to go now at the 1400 metre mark. And the leader is Tin Wall Gold by 3/4 of a length over Ready Aim Fire second. Third placing over on the inside came Paveway. Bayonetta one off the fence. Sir Pike trap wide. Clarendon Street 3 back on the rails followed by Just Kale. Balkan Prince is second last and again Do Ray drops back to last of all. Along towards the 1100 metre mark they stride now. Tin Wall Gold's been there from the outset, increases the tempo a little, races 2 lengths in front of Paveway, getting up along the inside to second. A neck away on the outside, Ready Aim Fire. Then Bayonetta followed by Clarendon Street on the inside. A length away Sir Pike. A length and a half then came Just Kale, Do Ray, and Balkan Prince is now last of all. Along the back they go towards the 600 metre mark. Tin Wall Gold still the one, nicely out in front by 2 lengths now. Over in second placing is Bayonetta. They're followed by in third placing came Paveway, about to be passed by Clarendon Street. A gap back then in the field came Balkan Prince running on along the inside. Then Do Ray, Ready Aim Fire, Just Kale and Sir Pike under the whip at the rear. 300 to go prior to turning for home. Tin Wall Gold, Debbie Coleman sneaked a look over the shoulder. It's still 2 or 3 in front. Clarendon Street out after it. Then came further back was Balkan Prince and Bayonetta. In the straight now, Tin Wall Gold still a length or so in front. The danger, Clarendon Street and Balkan Prince joining in quickly on the outside. Balkan Prince raced to the lead from Clarendon Street and Balkan Prince wins. Balkan Prince by a length and a half on the line. Tin Wall Gold might have come again to just get second in front of a weakening Clarendon Street. Bayonetta in behind them, followed by Do Ray, Just Kale. Then Paveway, Ready Aim Fire, Sir Pike at the rear.
Yep.
Number 5 is the winner, Balkan Prince, and it's a photo for the minor end of the prize. 5 and a photo on race number 3. Rider to climb back aboard Cuban Legend. Rider Anthony Hodge is back aboard. Now they look to be set. 1200 the journey. Field settles. Race 4 at Healesville. They're set to go. Ready and racing this time, a fairly even dispatch, showing some pace shortly after the start. Acapulco Bay, formal address, driving through with Who's Black, and that 3 together in the lead. About 2 lengths back then came Gundawin to Melser on its outside. Length and a half back then in the field as they work their way along the back there would be Belvery over on the outside of Storm Nimbus the rails. A length and a half away in second last placing came Hyack, and back at the rear is Cuban Legend. Along the back they go. Who's Black's now taken over, a length and a half in front of Acapulco Bay second. Formal address close up on the rails third. Then came Tamelsa, Gundawin, further back Storm Nimbus. Belvery over on the outside, a length away came Hyack, and back at the rear of the field was Cuban Legend. On the side now, 400 metres out, and Who's Black is still a length and a half in front. In second placing, pushing up now is Formal Address, wider out Acapulco Bay. They're followed by Tamelsa. They've sprinted clear on the rest, headed up by Cuban Legend as they round the home turn, and Formal Address has gone through on the inside to take the lead from Who's Black. They're followed by Acapulco Bay and Tamelsa from a long way back, but this one's kicked away near the line. Formal Address going strongly, and Formal Address, the top weight, takes it out by 3 lengths. Who's Black second, a length and a half away third was Acapulco Bay. Then Tamelsa, Gundawin. In behind them then to pull up was Hyack. They're followed by, further back in the field came Belvery. It was one of the last in with Storm Nimbus. Wait the numbers. Metres now. Dill's Choice is the last one to move along. Dill's Choice moves in. Starter climbs the platform, 1,000 metres the journey. They're all set at Healesville, race 5. Starter holds them, they're set. Ready to go. 1,000 the journey. Ready. Racing this time, all one stood there, Flippin' to Fair, didn't go at all, Flippin' to Fair, stayed in the stalls, and Dame Swift will lead on, settling down. Dill's Choice races up on the outside to second, Morning Angel third, followed by Toldie, then Contrast back on the rails, back worse than midfield was Shantae Alouetta, in behind them Stringer, last Rare Courage, and the one that stayed in the stalls was Flippin' to Fair. On towards the 500 metre mark they stride now, and the leader is Shantae Alouetta, shot away by 3 or 4 in front. Dame Swift is second, Morning Angel third. There followed by around the outside comes Toldie. In behind them then came Contrast, Rare Courage wide, followed by Dill's Choice, and back of the rear Stringer. Into the straight, Shantae Alouetta in front. Dame Swift out after it quickly on the outside. There followed by Toldie getting to third. In the run home, Dame Swift's gone to the lead from Shantae Alouetta from Toldie. Down to the line though, Dame Swift in front, and Dame Swift scores by 3 lengths. Shantae Alouetta second, Toldie third. In behind them to pull up was Morning Angel, then Dill's Choice, Rare Courage, Contrast. Stringer was last over the line, and the one that stayed in the stalls was Flippin' to Fair. Stood there on the inside. Stand by. Broadcast. 3-1-2. Thank you. 3-1-2 the number. Set for a start here at Healesville. Race 6 ready and racing this time. Reasonably even dispatch too. Cameronian Girl showing some pace shortly after the start, along with Whiz Away, and that pair will lead on, settling down. Hunting through nearer the inside was Metric Red with My Fusilier the rails. Just in behind them, Mr. Bean Stentorian. They're followed by, getting back out of its ground earlier, Rama Dancer, followed by Annesley Rhythm, and last of all Selena Bay. Into the back straight they head, and towards the 1200 metre mark now, and taking over Whiz Away in front. Whiz Away a length in front of Cameronian Girl going up to second. My Fusilier third the rails. Fourth is occupied by Metric Red. Mr. Bean's half a length away on the outside, a length back Stentorian. Then Annesley Rhythm over on the inside of Rama Dancer, and Selena Bay brings up the rear. About 15 lengths first to last as they move along the back, and Whiz Away with 600 or 800 in fact to go. Whiz Away is the leader. Cameronian Girl moves up on the outside to second. Third occupied by My Fusilier. Metric Red, it's outside. Then Stentorian. Satellite around the outside now, Selena Bay. Going with it, Rama Dancer. Further back was Annesley Rhythm. Stentorian now back to second last. And last of all is Mr. Beans. Cameronian Girl's taken over control up front and shot away with 400 to go. Cameronian Girl about 4 or 5 in front of Whiz Away second. Coming into it on the outside now is Metric Red as they round the home turn. Rama Dancer wide. Into the straight they swing. Cameronian Girl in front. Whiz Away having another crack at it. My Fusilier near the inside, followed by Annesley Rhythm. It's Cameronian Girl still a length in front. Annesley Rhythm the danger, getting up along the inside. Cameronian Girl in front. Cameronian Girl a neck. Annesley Rhythm second. Close for third, My Fusilier or Stentorian. Just in behind them, Whiz Away. They're followed by our wider Metric Red. Further back came Selena Bay, Rama Dancer, and it was the last one over the line, along with Mr. Beans, another one. Stand by for placings. Race number 6 on the card. You'll find Cameronian Girl will hang on here. Numbers about to come up. Ready for a start, gates crash open, off they go and racing this time. Towards the centre, Race Fun shows some early pace along with Man on Parade. Hunting through as well nearer the inside was Bo Chi. Bo Chi will lead on, settling down. Racing out wide was Permill up to second. Pushing through there, Tastefully Ours, followed by Castle's Pride, then Race Fun's the rails. Length and a half away, Man on Parade from Begrudge, and at the rear is Skipper's Folly. Along towards the 1200 metre mark they stride, and the leader is Bo Chi. In second placing, racing between runners there is Tastefully Ours. Out wide of Permill, Race Funds back on the rails. Length and a half back then came Castle's Pride, followed by Man on Parade, then Begrudge and Skipper's Folly at the rear. 9.50 to go, and the leader is Bo Chi by a length and a half. In second placing, still out wide is Permill, Tastefully Ours the centre, Race Funds the rails. Then a length away came Man on Parade, being passed now by Skipper's Folly improving. improving. Back to second last came Begrudge, and last of all now is Castle's Pride. About 8 lengths first to last, 600 to go, and the leader is Bo Chi by a length and a half. Race Funds has gone through on the inside to be a clear second now over Skipper's Folly third. They're followed by Man on Parade. Further back, Per Mill losing ground, being passed by Castle's Pride. Then at the head of the rest, Tastefully Ours, and Begrudge last of all. They swing the home turn, and Race Funds is a narrow leader. Out after it quickly on the outside now is Man on Parade. Wider out, Castle's Pride unleashing a burst in the straight though, and down near the inside, Race Funds. It's kicked again. Castle's Pride trying hard out wide. Race Funds in front though, and Race Funds a length and a half. Castle's Pride. Man on Parade was third. In behind them then to pull up was Bo Chi, Skipper's Folly, Per Mill, Begrudge, and last in was Tastefully Ours. Found plenty in the straight, that one, Race Funds. Written by Corey Mallion. In fact, it makes it a treble to Corey today. And we await the official numbers to come through. You'll find that Race Funds will be the winner here. Numbers about to come up. They're set and they're racing here at Healesville. Reasonably even dispatched, too hard to pick an early leader. Coming across from wide out on the track, Spanish Pearl may be anxious to lead. Hunting up nearer to the inside now as they settle down into stride was Mercy's Image. Spanish Pearl leads settling down. Mercy's Image is second, followed by over on the inside Chandra. One off the fence, then came Romanoff as they head out of the straight. They're followed by trapped out wider Coastal Warrior. In behind them then back along the inside Flowing Rumour. Back towards the rear was Inner Shadow, and bringing up the rear is Moona Hula. Into the back straight they head. Spanish Pearl, Jeanette Hassey's gone for home on this. 1,000 metres from home, and Spanish Pearl's dashed out the best part of 8 to 10 lengths in front. In second placing is Mercy's Image. They're followed by Romanoff over on the outside of Chandra. Back in the centre then came Coastal Warrior. A length back in the field as they work along the back was Inner Shadow, Moona Hula the outside, and last of all is Flowing Rumour. Along the back they go with at the 600 metre mark now, and it's Spanish Pearl by 3 or 4 in front, making ground into second placing quickly now is Mercy's Image. They're followed by at the head of the rest came Chandra a fair way from them. Further back in the field then getting up along the inside was Inner Shadow, and at the head of the rest was Coastal Warrior losing ground. Moona Hula improving, then Flowing Rumour, and last of all Romanoff swinging the home turn, and Mercy's Image has taken over in front and has dashed away. Mercy's Image out full of running. Moona Hula's moved to a clear second. They're followed by further back came Inner Shadow. It's Mercy's Image in front. It's getting a bit tired near the line, but it'll hang on and win nicely. Mercy's Image by 3 lengths, Moona Hula. 3 away, third came Inner Shadow. Further back then came Chandra. Flowing Rumour in behind them. The early pacemaker Spanish Pearl, followed by Coastal Warrior, and Romanoff last in. Spread out well in that one. Race number 8 on the card. Numbers about to come up.
Yep.
The Waterside Hotel maiden handicap. Now they're all in the last. Set Healesville. Field settles. Ready. Starter climbs up on the platform. They're set for a start. The last at Healesville. Ready. Set race 9. Racing this time. Reasonably even dispatched too. Red Rock Girl is showing some pace out wide on the track. It'll come across and lead Red Rock Girl. Sled is up there in the early stages as well with Count Baraka. Little wider out on the track is Decoit settling down into stride. Then came Durham Ghost, followed by in second last placing How Lovely, and Nembo's Dream whips them in as they head out of the straight towards the 1250 metre mark now, and Decoit over on the outside is anxious to lead. The rider takes Decoit to the lead at the 1200. In second placing is Sled. Third occupied on the inside by Count Baraka. They've sprinted clear about 5 in front then of Red Rock Girl. They're followed by Durham Ghost and Nembo's Dream, and How Lovely back at the rear. Along the back they head in the last, and the leader is Decoit. Strides away by 3 or 4 in front now. In second placing is Sled over on the inside of Count Baraka. Then about 10 lengths back the rest, headed up by Red Rock Girl. Then over on the outside commencing a run was Durham Ghost. Further back a Nembo's Dream whipping right round them. And last of all is How Lovely. Well, they're well spread out as they come towards the 450 metre mark in the last. Decoit by 3 lengths still in second place in Count Baraka. Third occupied by Sled. 4 away then a Nembo's Dream chasing them, followed by Durham Ghost. They're followed by in second last placing How Lovely, and last of all Red Rock Girl. Into the straight they swing. Decoit left the rails, getting up along the inside Count Baraka, and they're clear then on Sled to third, followed by a Nembo's Dream. Kicking back on the inside now, Count Baraka's gone to the lead from Decoit. Count Baraka drawing clear for Kylie Stanton. Count Baraka the last by about 3 lengths on the line. Second placing went to Decoit. Third went to Sled. In behind them then to pull up a Nembo's Dream, followed by Durham Ghost. Further back in the field then to pull up